pretender. I don't do dinner. Crime inventor, Lambo renter. Stay high to the sinners. I told the niggas save a bread of no public defenders. We doing a lot of wicked shit, so don't you jump in this sprinter, nigga. Ain't on no funny shit. Niggas die over money shit. About to spend on a child of friend. My mom be on some other shit. They heard the murder up again. Get time back to the government. Cutting shit. A nigga walk the child with the oven mitts. They see me in the ski mask. They know I'm selling re-rap. Hit him in his kneecap. Stomach bubble like wheatgrass. Niggas don't really know me. They just know that I'm moving. And I handle my business like the Soviet Union. We can go body for body. Hottie for hottie. Thotty for thotty. Robbery for robbery. Rari for Rari. Homie for homie. Lobby for lobby. Nigga choppy for choppy. We can go switch for switcher. Go lami for lami. I'm so bossy. Call me Hugo. 80K on a Hublot. Cops pull me out the two-door. I'm high as Pluto. Mommies love me like Menudo. Already got it, you know. I get a bag of blue nose to do their party 2 shows. These niggas sweet as fruit codes. Tour days 2 codes. I ain't never do those. The Celsius is too cold. You f***ing with that dudo. You never sip on Nouveau. I'm giving new lows. You make a movie off me, you gon' need a new role. You just a bum in the pussy, that's why I call you puto. I got some foreigners out of town that chop it up just like a jitter judo. A body cam my left and give you 7 like Ikuko. Next time they say with him, tell him you go. Next time they see you with me, tell him you go.
Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap." I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white figures. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah, I don't like niggas. What's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is, and yes, we are back. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. Use code Mase, Cam, or SAP to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit and a Travis Kelce first pick. We're talking Travis Kelce, everyone's favorite tight end, your boy on the Chiefs. He only needs 1 yard for this pick to win. And listen, it's More Money Monday on Underdog. So there's 3 profit boost tokens in the lobby for every single customer. So if you're old or new, it doesn't matter. You can get more money today. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Cam.
Killer was
That's
good.
how you feeling this morning?
That's how I'm feeling.
That was how you were feeling this morning?
That's how I was feeling.
My nigga came in blazing the pause. So, yo, season 5, that's how we started.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all been asking for the freestyle. My man came in with the waves, the fade. You lost 70 pounds. You took the needle.
Nah.
Yeah, they said you look like you took the needle. They said you might have taken.
That's the hate I want. That's the hate I needed right there.
I ain't know if you on the needle or not, man. That was all.
Yeah.
So what'd you do to lose the weight, man?
Oh man, I signed up with this coach named Ricky Moore. That's like a professional bodybuilder, and he just put me on an alkaline diet. So I'm only eating fruit, vegetable, and water for now.
So now you're a real vegetarian. Yeah. You ain't capping no more, nigga. Now, pescatarian.
I eat chicken every day.
Pescatarian, Liberian. You was every Aryan in the world. Now you in the alkaline diet. All right, I like that.
I'm official.
I like that, man. Well, you look great, man. You look like you back in high school, man. I'm happy to see it, man.
That's what's up.
Yes, and glad to see everyone back on the desk. It's a great time. We got motion. Yeah. So we got to start. Football season is back. So today we are introducing our analyst, Pro Football Hall of Famer, 3-time Super Bowl champ. He spent his 12-year career as a wide receiver for the Cowboys, and he went to our school, the best school in the world, the U. Introducing the playmaker, Michael Irvin.
Mike was good, baby.
Oh, here go that camaraderie. You did not go to the U. You did not go to the U, Mase. At least Stat went to the
Killer,
U.
come on, don't
Every time Mike come on, Stat and Mike gonna have these U conversations. I'm already annoyed. I'm not gonna lie, man. Mike, what's up, man?
Guys, listen, man. First of all, you did see what my boys did the other day against Florida, and they look good. I got on the phone earlier with Coach. I called him earlier. We were talking about it, man. I said that's how you play the youth football. Now that looks like what we looked like years ago. Everybody talks about Miami getting back to being Miami. This is as close as we've been since I won some of them things I got back there.
Well, listen, Mike, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody win nothing since you left a lot of things. It ain't just to you.
Yeah, Dallas.
We'll get into that later. But since you left a lot of places, they haven't won a lot of things.
Man, you got to start shooting bullets right off the top.
Listen.
Mike.
We ain't going to play no game. But real quick, I just want to give Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, much love for making this connection, man. Thank you, Coach, man, because you know, I reached out to Coach. I said, man, Mike is just he said, talk to him. I said, you ain't going to introduce us? He said, Mike is a real guy, man. Go ahead and talk to him. We spoke, but I just want to give Coach Prime, thank you, Coach, so much for making this happen for us. And we appreciate you, Mike, for being a part of what we're doing right now. Now, before we get into some topics.
Let me echo that, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me echo that.
Yes, sir.
I know people talk about it, you hear about it. And a lot of people are even questioning how real is it. The kind of dude Deion is, man. I tell people, man, what Deion's doing right now, he was doing when he was right here playing football, bringing kids in, bringing kids from unhappy backgrounds, letting them live in his house, putting them in a better school. This is who he is. This is why I say he will have success. Most coaches just want to coach. They just want to coach football. They don't want to be dealing with everything else that a kid has to deal with. They just want to coach football. They'll mentor a kid so they can coach him. Deion want to mentor every kid and then coach him. He's a mentor first and a great coach next. That's just who he is, man. I appreciate him too. And with Deion, I call him my little big brother. He say, hey, man, you should do this show with him, with these guys. I'm giving him your number. I said, all right, little big brother, just let me know what to do. Because Deion, he was always on time. He was the one that said, all right, dog, that's enough time to go home. I would say, no, not right now. Not right now. Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
But time always kept me straight, man,
Good.
whenever I was with him.
Good. Before we get into sports, because we got to get into sports, I have one problem, though, Mike. Why are you hating on Tarantino's career, man? What's the problem? That's just so.
No, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Man, why you hating on? You know, his son is
rapping.
Yeah, he hating on Tarantino. Talking about he from the suburbs. What's going on with that? Why you hating on Tat?
Dude, God is good, dude. No joke now. No joke. Because I was going to sneak peek and back up the back door and talk to y'all about all of that anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, because, and that's what's great about what we're doing here. The opportunity to cross sports and music, that, you know, we most of us, we look at that as our greatest asset and our greatest probably influence on our community comes from sports and music and all of that.
Right.
You know, we love all the doctors and everything. We're certainly not de-appreciating them or anything, but you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So here it is, and I'm gonna give you this because he's home now, and I'm gonna let everybody know this right here. You see, I hate the way they laid that out. We were talking about John Morant and carrying the gun, and I said that our music, we romanticize and fantasize thug life. You know, so the lyrics is always something hard and everything. And I said, my son, he sings the same stuff. And when he sings the stuff, I said, where'd you get this from? You grew up in a gated community. Everybody went out saying Michael Irvin calls his son a liar. I said, wait a minute, stop. I'm not calling my son a liar. I'm saying we romanticize and fantasize thug life, and he was rapping about the same thing, thug life. He's not out here killing people, I hope. I surely hope.
You
I hope he's not shooting people. You know what I mean? But I will say this, that no one knew. And I said that passionately at the time. My son was locked up on a concealed charge at the time, you see.
Right.
At that time, he was locked up. And that's why I probably said it with a little bit too much passion, and all of a sudden everybody I'm calling them a liar. So that's where all of that went.
Okay.
I'm glad you guys brought that up, because I promise you, it has vexed me all of my life, right? Here's what I'm saying about this. My son, Michael, played football. My son, Elijah, is a rapper. When I talked about him rapping, I'm not disowning him. The Bible says, create in your image, in your likeness. That's my image and my likeness, both of them. I played football like I don't know what, and we used to talk, the girls would talk to each other, and we used to call that rapping. He's just putting a beat to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get real. Stop playing with me.
Let's go, Mike.
And I got my home son. I got my son home. He ain't in jail no more. So y'all can leave me alone with that. I ain't calling him no liar. That's all I'm saying.
Mike, let me ask you something before we go any further. Are those real trophies behind you or those props?
Man, stop playing, man. Stop playing. Y'all know that. That's the one thing you ain't got to worry about. Ain't none of them props back there, baby. Them all, ain't never one of them paid for. They all earned. If you know what I mean.
Well, Mike,
They all earned. Everywhere I set my foot in the stand, I left a footprint of greatness, and they gave me a trophy too. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, cool. Because before we get to Colonel, I need to know, was you like that as a receiver? Because I thought you liked that, but I don't know, was you like that? Because you got Emmitt Smith jersey retired, Troy Aikman jersey retired, but 88 still on the field in Dallas. What's going on? Was you like that, Mike? Because why is your number up in the Raptors?
The rest of the world.
Yeah.
You see the neighbors family. They smart enough. They're biting off me right now. They said, let's bite. You know what it is? The neighbors, they just allowed Malik Neighbors to wear the number 1 in New York. They said unretire the number 1 and let Malik Neighbors wear it. You know what? Let me tell you why, guys. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. Why would you want your jersey retired? I don't understand people. When they retire your jersey, they put it in the rafters. And the only time they talk about it is when you leave time and you go to eternity. And then they'll take the camera off the game and say, oh, we lost Michael today. Back to the game. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's all. That's all you get. Now, when I leave that jersey on an 88 back, man, I get my flowers every Sunday. If he catch a pass, they say that look like Mike Irvin. If he drops it, they say Mike Irvin wouldn't have dropped that. You see what I'm saying? Every Sunday, I get my flowers. I don't understand why would you want your jersey retired if you get flowers every Sunday when it's on the field.
You know what? You good. You good.
Mike,
I know. Mike good. I hear that one before. Mike good. Mike good. Stan, let's get to. I can't even debate it. Spin cycle records. Let's do it.
Okay. So let's start with the Cowboys. We got to talk football. So Ceedee Lamb agreed to a new 4-year, $136 million contract with the Cowboys. This deal makes him the second highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, and it makes Lamb the highest paid wide receiver in Cowboys history. What do you guys think of Ceedee Lamb's new contract? Mike, I'm going to let you go first.
What? I think it was well-deserved, and it took a moment to get here, but I understand what Jerry's doing.
Here we go.
Jerry's doing business too now. Jerry's doing business too. Ceedee Lamb, let me tell you why I say this now. Jerry knows Ceedee Lamb had 1 year left on the contract at $17 million. We have to understand. You understand business on both sides. Ceedee has to do his business. Jerry was doing his business. Jerry said, if I just give you this money, every Joe Smo and Grow gonna run up in here with a year left expecting more money. But if I make the best player on this team, squeeze it out, it'll back some of those guys up. I always knew Jerry and Ceedee would get the deal done. I mean, what is Ceedee going to do? Say, no, don't pay me that $34 million this year. Y'all keep it. I'm gonna wait the next year to get 35 or 36. That would have been the craziest thing in the world to do. So I knew that deal would get done, and it needed to get done. And he's right about where he should be. I know he wanted to get more than Justin Jefferson, and he played greater than Justin Jefferson did last year. He was the number 1 receiver in the National Football League. But I think Ceedee ended up perfectly.
Hey, Mike. I think Jerry Jones be paying everybody too much money to really tell the truth. I mean, he gave Dak all that money. I'm not gonna get on your Cowboys this early, but we definitely gonna have to revisit this, Mike. Killer, you want to say something?
Wait. But there's one thing we got to switch in that logic there, because you said Gabe, and there's a little trick that we used to talk about in the locker room. Whenever the brother gets his money, they said, "Boy, they gave him all that money." But whenever the other kind of people get their money, they said, "Boy, you see what he earned." Now I don't know what the little trick is here.
I like that, Mike. I stand
Ain't nobody
corrected.
gave Dak. Ain't nobody gave CD nothing. They earned that money. That's what that is.
Yeah,
They earned that money.
I gotta stand corrected.
Well, real quick, before I get to Ceedee Lamb, I want to ask a question, Mike, because in basketball it's a little different. This is a question about football and football contracts. Football players sign a contract. Then when it's towards the end of their contract, they say, I ain't coming to practice. I ain't coming to the preseason games till I get a new contract, when they're actually under contract still. And they do a holdout. So I know they want an extension, but they still have a year or two or whatever left on the contract. See, in basketball, you're not getting out your contract. You may whine your way to another team and cry and pout, but the contract remains the same. Why is it that when it's towards the end of the contract, they want a new contract before the contract is over, before we get into anything else about the Cowboys? Why is that?
Boy, this is so good, man. We never get to dive into these kinds of questions, because I think this is the perfect question. I've always answered this way, and I think it's absolutely, totally apropos. The reality is, in basketball contract, what is the contract? My degree is in business. A BMO, business management organization. What is the contract? A contract, by definition, is a binding agreement between two parties. You know, the NFL, they call them contract, but they're really one tracks. You see what I mean? They're not contract, they're really one track. Only you, by the NFL standard, is bound, since all of your money is not guaranteed. The NFL is not bound to you. So now we start playing that. Oh, you ain't bound? We ain't bound. I ain't bound. Let's get not bound. You see what I'm saying? Since you're not going to guarantee me that whole deal, and you can cut me whenever you think my performance falls below my check, then that's not a contract. That's not a binding agreement between two parties for the duration of this contract. So since you started cutting people early and not paying them, guys start sitting out and saying, I won't play. Now, I think in basketball, they control the whole league. Yeah, it's a contract, but they can work their way out off of any team.
Right.
I think it's easier in basketball than it is in football.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. In basketball, see, the one thing about basketball that I realized, whether it's James Harden or whoever, James Harden's the most recognizable who gets out of the situations he gets out of.
Right.
But that's why I asked the question, because it was more like, even though he leaves the team, the contract remains the same. Football, and you explained it well. In football, you basically said, but you explain why. Because a lot of the money isn't guaranteed. I sit there, I forget who it is. I think we're talking about him soon, but it's somebody who has zero money left guaranteed. They can earn another $75 million. I forget who it is. We'll talk about it later. But I'm saying, how do you have no more guaranteed money and you have like 2 years left on your contract? So that's why I wanted to ask you that question, because I'm like, This doesn't make a lot of sense, but you gave us a great answer. Nick, you got that footage though?
Once you outplay, once you outplay that money too,
Right.
you say, hey, yo, look at me, because I know once I fall below that money, y'all gonna look at me anyway.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, that's how that works.
So before we get into Ceedee Lamb, I want to play something for you real quick, Mike. Nick, do we have that footage
Handed it
available?
to me.
There we go.
They handed it to me. Put my damn championship on the table. That's all we ask. Put your damn championship on the table, and you couldn't do it. All their asses gotta go.
Mike, come on now, Mike.
Mike, now they get the money. You just said all the asses got to go about 5 months ago. Now you're talking about the money's earned, is deserved. This is your temperament every February and every September. We get this Michael Irvin in September, and then we get that Michael Irvin in February. What happened to all the asses got to go, Mike?
Yeah, Mike. You knew we was going to do our homework.
Because you know what I learned too, honestly, man, what I've learned being a fan and when I stopped playing being a fan, this is a hell of a roller coaster. I mean, it's a hell of a roller coaster, buddy. I mean, you're pulling for your team and you're so excited. Yeah. And then they play hard. They play like a hot piece of nothing. And you're like, man, I'm done with that. I got to stop taking my emotions up there. You know what I mean? And then back by Thursday, you're right back on it again. I came to the conclusion that all we do, all right, if it goes bad, you divorce them on Sunday. But Thursday morning, before that Thursday night game, you're right back at the altar saying, I do again. I do. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a cycle you go through. And listen, after that game, I heard those guys say, man, I guess we were beat. I guess we were tired. We won. I said, what the hell you mean tired? This is the playoff. What do you mean worn out? Jimmy Johnson, before when we started the playoffs, you know what he was making? He would make everybody stand out in the meeting room. He would say, listen, I want every man in here. I want every man to know he better be willing to hang from a tree by his you-know-what for these next 4 weeks to get this championship. And nobody was tired. Why would you be tired going into that playoff game? Why, when you are the Dallas Cowboys, you're the only home team to lose that week? Why is that? Why do I have to watch my quarterback and my receiver get mad early on an early play and not get back together and get that right? Why do I have to watch that? So yeah, I wanted all their asses gone at the time. But then I got right back at the altar and said, I do. You know what I'm saying? We got good players. Dude, we got the players, and I always say this, we got the players with the skill. But they gotta have a collective will. And that's where Dallas is suffering right now. They gotta have a collective will. And when I see things like I saw in that playoff game, when Dak misses Ceedee Lamb early and Ceedee and Dak is not getting together, my first thought was, wait a minute, it's too early in the game to be that mad, Ceedee. Well, so this shit must have came in this game with y'all. I was sure would have fixed this before you got in the game. You see what I'm saying? It's too early in the game to be that mad. I don't know what it was. I want to find out what it is, and I'm going to try to find out what it is to make sure it doesn't come in anymore this season. But yeah, I was upset. I was awfully upset.
Good cover up, Mike. I like it. It was good, man.
He went therapeutic. He did everything.
Mike, they might as well never put Mike on the stand. He's gonna spin his way right off the stand. That's a good answer, man.
Hey, wait a minute, y'all. Hey, don't be. I'm calling me out now. I got a lot of practice on that
stand. So let's discuss the Cowboys even further. So by the looks of it, Dak Prescott could head into free agency in 2025. Jerry Jones was asked what more he needs to see from Dak Prescott to give him a new contract. He said, you could easily say if you haven't seen it by now, you haven't seen it. I'm such a fan of Dak's and appreciate all the great things that we all know that is there. Very interesting response, but what do you guys think should happen with Dak? Mike, I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh, man. Dak, whatever Dak wanted, Dak should feel real comfortable about what he's asking for after the preseason. I think what Jerry may have hoped for, just a little glimpse, a little light, was for Trey Lance to get in this preseason and show that he's a little bit ready, and maybe Dak agent and all these guys are seeing and start playing with fire because he knows he really doesn't want to leave Dallas. You don't want to leave the Dallas Cowboys. You make all the money in the world off the football field, not just the money you make on the football field. There's no more, you can't have a more recognizable position in sports than the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. So yeah, with that coming out of this preseason, you know what he's saying? If that's all you got to scare me, boy, please give me some more money. So Jerry can't do anything but pay Dak when you see how those other quarterbacks perform in this preseason, particularly Trey Lance. He'll get his money.
Mike, is it give you some more money or you gonna earn more money? Because you just told me about giving and earning.
Make up your mind, Mike.
Well, I like
Give
that.
you
I
more
like you
money?
trying to put me back in that spin cycle. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Put the person right back on the brother.
Mike learned quick.
Yo, but you know what I'm saying? He's earned his money, man.
Yeah,
The man
okay.
earned his money, man. And Dak has played it well, man. Let me ask you this. Why is it like this, too? And I don't think people give enough understanding to the agent that plays a role in this whole piece, too. Now, okay, Dak's agent and Jerry agent is known to go at it. I was a little confused here, guys, because I watched, and I told you I'm a business major, right? I watched. How did Patrick Mahomes sign for 500 milli-millis? 500 milli-millis. 500, that's a $500 million if I'm right. 500 milli-millis. And the talk was he left money on the table for his teammates. Oh, he took a $500 million and he's a giving brother. Are you serious? And Dak only signed for 160 million, 160 milli-millis, and they said, Dak take all the money. You see what I'm saying?
No, Mike, I gotta stop you. I gotta stop. Now you're going crazy. We're comparing Dak Prescott to Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Let's stop.
Whoa.
Stop, Mike.
Wait. Have you seen it? Hey, punch up.
Mike,
Get your
you gotta
researchers
stop
to punch
that,
up.
Mike.
You gotta stop, Mike.
Get your researcher to punch up the last 50 games. The numbers are exactly the same except for playoff wins.
How you gonna say except for the playoffs? How you gonna come on, bro? How you gonna say except for the playoffs is crazy, Mike?
I'm just telling you the numbers, man. I'm just giving you the numbers.
Except for the playoffs is crazy. I didn't want to interrupt what you were saying because you was going somewhere, but you started comparing Patrick Mahomes to Dak, and we're gonna stop you right there. And let's skip over that part. And if you have some more to say, go ahead. But we're not gonna let you do that. We're not gonna let you compare those
what I'm saying though, for performance on the field in the regular season, Dak and Patrick Mahomes are right there. It's the performance in the playoffs that has made the difference. And of course, winning the Super Bowls that have made the difference. But still, I'm just talking about the conversations. So Dak agent doesn't work with Jerry like Patrick Mahomes' agent works with Kansas City. They can still give him $500 million, and the narrative is he's helping the team. Dak's agent is trying to build Dak's agent. He's taking 160, and he wants the narrative to be he took all the money because he's lining up the next quarterback and the next quarterback. That's what he's doing. So I'm just trying to educate people. Our job, anytime and we are in this position, is to we want to entertain, but you want to educate, and hopefully you want to edify. If you get all three of them, you did a hell of a job.
Dak Prescott record murder is 2-5 in the playoffs. Mike is one of the best. If I got a case, I'm hiring him.
Right. 2-5.
Yeah, I'm hiring him.
Mikey Cochran.
I think Mahomes like 13-3.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why. I don't even know why you would bring that up. That's first and foremost. His record is 2-5, and he's sitting there talking about, yo, you know what he did in the regular season? Let me tell you something, Mike. Let me bring you up to speed real quick, because I'm from Harlem, both of us, me and Mase, but Mase is born in Florida, and so is Stat, and I lived in Ohio for a while, so we have this Florida-Ohio rivalry thing going on once in a while. I always go for Joe Burrow because I say Joe Burrow, when he's healthy, he beats Patrick Mahomes. And Mase,
Pat killer.
Yeah, he's the Pat killer. Pause. But Mase always says he's not entitled to him.
He doesn't live in title town.
And I hate it. I hate it because when Joe Burrow's healthy, Pat Mahomes is on the sideline biting his nails. He's scared. He doesn't want to lose to that boy. But then it comes down to the titles and the playoffs, and the best ability is availability. So if Joe Burrows is not available, I can't really argue with that. I'm taking Joe Burrow over Dak Prescott. I'm taking Josh Allen over Dak Prescott. I'm taking
My nigga in Baltimore.
Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, listen,
Lamar
Mike,
But
stop.
wait a minute,
Listen.
though. Now, wait.
Are you taking
Now,
let me ask you this. No, Mike, you did a lot of talking. You did a lot of talking.
I'm
Are you-
taking Mayfield over him.
Are you going to take all them quarterbacks?
I'm disrespectful. I'm disrespectful. I'm
That's
taking
crazy.
Mayfield.
Yo, he just said now you do this. Let me ask you something, Mike. All them quarterbacks I just named, are they better? What number do you have Dak Prescott in the NFL as quarterback?
Dude, and honestly now, because I hear, I don't know what you're going to say. Josh Allen has had a better postseason than Dak Prescott. Joe Burrow's a whole different story now. I like Joe. I like him a lot, and I like Joe. I say he has that junk in his trunk. You know, some brothers in Joe somewhere. You know, he has some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe's a cool dude.
Yeah.
And everybody has that kryptonite. That guy you really don't want to play. I too think that Patrick Mahomes worried when it's Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow's going to be cool and make the best play late in the game. And the other quarterbacks, they haven't necessarily done that against Patrick Mahomes. That's why he's not worried about them. Last season, Lamar had it. Lamar had him right there. He should have run a little bit more in that championship game. But you know, we'll see now.
Mike, what number do you got Dak? And you're doing you're spin yo. You're one of the best. What number is Dak as your ranking in the as quarterbacks, Mike?
Yeah, and don't forget Jalen Hurts. He's behind Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I don't even think he's the best in the division.
I don't know how you calling that shot. I don't know how you calling that. I'm telling you, the only person I will allow you, the only person I will allow you to put in front of that is Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my!
That's
my
goodness!
This is
That's the
gonna
only
be a long
thing I'm
season.
gonna allow you to put in front of that is Patrick Mahomes. Let's look at the number.
This is wild, man.
Come on.
Listen,
Let's look at the
I'm gonna be
numbers,
honest
dude.
with
Let's
you.
look at the numbers.
You are the Dallas Spike Lee, bro. You gotta chill, man.
Mike, you gotta get out of Dallas if they gonna win, Mike.
Yo, you bugging.
No, Spike just throws this stuff out of passion and love. I'm giving you stats and reality. I'm giving you stats. Mark Luther Jones.
And love.
And passion.
Love, Mike.
Yeah. But I'm giving you the gospel. It's
The gospel, Mike.
the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Dak Prescott, number 2.
Yeah.
Right behind Patrick Mahomes. Number 2.
The devil is a liar,
You
Mike.
wildin', bro. So I kid is right. The devil's a lie is crazy. Listen, what I say is this about this whole situation. Not just Dak and not just Jerry Jones. This whole blame is the Haslam, if I'm pronouncing it right, the Haslam family fault. And that's the owner of the Cleveland Browns, giving Deshaun Watson $250 million guaranteed when he hadn't played for a year and a half, coming off the hand job scandal. And he made the market like this. I know the other owners is pissed like you, because owners is cool with owners, murder. Yeah. And they sit there and talk and they say, why the fuck would you do that? Now I gotta go pay this nigga. Yeah. What would you do that? The whole Haslam family, y'all did this for these quarterbacks to be bugging like this. Once you gave some,
are you saying that's what they said in Baltimore? That's what the Baltimore owner said.
Yeah, Baltimore owner said it to the Browns owner. Every owner told the Cleveland Browns owner, why would you do this? What would you give somebody who ain't played for a year, some change, fresh off a hand job scandal, guaranteed, because we was just talking about the guarantee, $250 guaranteed, and you set the market at that price. So now when you set the market at that price and you have somebody as, whether it's, we sitting there watching Trevor Lawrence get wild, what the fuck? Like, yo, bro, was he getting 270 murder? What was it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yo, why is Trevor Lawrence getting 270? Then you sit there and we got, my guy Action Jackson in Baltimore. He holding out. His mother got to come negotiate the deal because I feel him because it's like, I got a league MVP. He got 2 now, but at the time he said, this man ain't played in a year and a half. I got a league MVP. Why is he getting 250 guaranteed? Right. So once the Cleveland Browns set this precedent, this is why we're at where we're at now with all these quarterbacks. This is the problem right now. And it's the same thing right now with all the receivers caught fire.
Yeah,
The receivers
Right,
they done
right,
caught some
right.
fires because the market is high and they're setting the standard. So now you got Ceedee Lamb getting paid. Ayuk just got paid.
Right.
So now
right,
we still got
right.
Jamar Chase holding out.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm better than him. And that's what it comes down to because they're setting the market. And you know who suffered? The running backs.
Yeah.
Running backs. I wouldn't even want to play running back
God
anymore.
bless OJ.
Yeah.
Man. OJ will be hot right now.
They doing them brothers wrong.
Right.
And I said that correctly. I didn't misspeak. I spoke absolutely perfect. They are doing them brothers wrong. I wanted Derrick Henry a couple of years ago when the Tennessee Titans got to the AFC Championship game. I said, if I'm Derrick Henry, I'm walking in Monday and said, I ain't playing unless I get a new deal right now. Right? His contract was up after that game. His contract ended, and he got $13 million a year. They gave Ryan Tannehill $125 million. Now you know damn well Ryan Tannehill didn't get them there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Ryan Tannehill didn't get them there, but that's the game they played. One more thing you guys talked about after Deshaun Watson got that 250 guaranteed, and Lamar Jackson was talking about he wanted all of his guaranteed. Lamar Jackson probably could have gotten it if he had an agent, but you know them 32 owners were saying, ain't no way we letting a Negro beat us another contract. He ain't got no agent in here neither. Ain't no way. The answer is no, bro. The answer is no, bro. That's it. Ain't no way. You and your mama? You gotta get out of here with that. No way he was gonna do that.
But that's my answer, Murder Stat Mike. We got to blame this on the Cleveland Brown owners, husband and wife. And they set this precedent, giving Deshaun Watson that contract. And now I can't even blame certain quarterbacks now. Some people bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, we looking at Trevor Lawrence like my guy. I'm mad at that.
But think about it like this too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. Daniel Jones. So Deshaun's about 40, 45 years. Daniel Jones got 40 a year. So it was really, I thought at the time when Cleveland did it, I thought that was a brilliant move. You got Deshaun Watson for this, you know, because I knew in a few years that them was going to be up to 65. You see, so a middle of the grade quarterback's going to be worth 40, 45. They're giving Daniel Jones that kind of money right now.
Right.
And Daniel Jones was never like Deshaun Watson.
Right. And I totally agree with you. But coming off the scandal, we didn't even know what his suspension was going to be. The Cleveland Browns took a mean gamble. They didn't even know how many games he's going to be suspended, if it was going to be for a year or 2 years. And they ended up coming off good because I think it was only 8 games, if I'm not mistaken, something like that, 6 or 8 games. But to give somebody who haven't played that much is crazy. But you're absolutely right, Mike, because I hate the Giants right now. And I'm an ex-Giants fan, but they pathetic. But I will agree with Murder before we move on. I don't know if Dak is the best in the division. I like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, man, okay. I like Jalen Hurts too. I can't even say it. He's a great leader. He's great. It really is a great leader now. But I still have a lot of questions about Philly because anytime I see a team go 10-1 to start the season and 1-6 to end the season, that tells me that's not something physical with the football team. That's something that infested and affecting
Mike,
the football
you got
team.
questions
So they gotta
about
get
Philly,
that
but you don't got questions about the Cowboys?
This is crazy.
No. Wait, no, I gave you my questions about the Cowboys. I was straight with you. I told you I got some worries about the way Dak and Ceedee handle things. I'm giving you the real. I put a knife in them right there because I'm telling you, whatever that was, that came to the game with them. That wasn't something that happened in the game. And I'm telling you, there was some issues going on in Philly too. That's how you go from 10-1 to 1-6. I'm just my job is just tell the truth, man. I gotta let it fall into May.
Where are the Cowboys at right now, ranked this season? Where did they go? Are they Super Bowl contenders?
Now I know y'all ain't, but I know we're not going to do that.
I'm just asking a question.
We're not going to say they're not. Well, okay.
Let's move on. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Come
So
on.
let's do one more.
Mike, you
Yo,
said
Mike.
they're in the championship,
Yo, Mike.
Mike, are you okay
Yo,
over
Mike,
there?
I'm not buying that Beijing in your
Yeah,
head. It's
Mike.
getting to the brain, Mike.
Mike, you gotta chill out, Mike.
Mike, you bugging that
Mike.
Beijing getting sinking in a little bit, man. You bugging, man.
Jerry Jones must be behind him with a gun.
He gotta be.
Literally. Okay, so let's do one more before we go to break. So the NFL wants to give Tom Brady strict broadcast restrictions since he wants to be a limited partner for the Las Vegas Raiders. Some of the rules include him not being permitted to be in another team's facility, can't witness practice, and he cannot attend broadcast production meetings. And there's a long list of other rules. So he will also be prohibited from public criticism of other teams and officials. So no commentary. Do you guys agree with all these restrictions? Do you guys think Tom Brady should follow through? What are we thinking? Mike first.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, they already gave the man $370 million. That's guaranteed. So now we just gonna go. Just go out there and stand. Don't say anything. Just stand so he gonna collect 37 millions a year just by standing up there. That's amazing right there to me, man. I never seen a brother get a deal like that. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen a brother get a deal like that. I don't think we'll ever get a deal like that. but
I feel
that's
the
pretty
same
amazing.
way.
I'm anxious to see Tom. I want to see Tom in that role being Tom. I don't want them giving him all of those restrictions, and I don't know really how does that affect anything. I mean, Tom understands defenses. He understands offenses as well as anybody. I mean, whether he sees it on film or he talks to you about it in a meeting room, it's not going to change anything. So, that's a little leery to me.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I think it's also weird that they would give him those many restrictions because when he's speaking, this means he's going to have to talk almost like Tim Tebow. He's just going to have to say something positive about everything. And I don't think that's a fair assessment of what he actually could bring to the table, just like you repeated. He can break down defenses. I mean, he's been doing it his whole career. So I would want to hear Tom Brady talk about how this guy is not playing the backfield right and all of that, and that's why they're going to get picked apart. And I think it would be amazing for defense to just hear him. There's a lot of coaches out there that start putting people who used to play offense on the defense side and vice versa. And I think that's something he could bring to the table if they would let him have free reign. So I think that's a sad moment for the NFL.
She's just gonna walk in here on her own without even asking nobody. Mike, we got people like Mike. Show Mike the view. We get people walking by all the time, and they just trying to walk in the studio. It's kind of crazy. Look, this is real simple math, right? For me.
What are y'all in Vegas?
Yeah, but yeah, man, we filming. We in Vegas, baby.
Man, y'all supposed
You supposed to be in the studio, baby.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be there with y'all.
Yeah.
Man. I was been there.
Exactly, man. You know your man Steve drive a hard bargain, man.
Yeah.
Your man Steve.
I'm coming out there, buddy. I'm coming out there.
Yes, sir.
I'm
So-
gonna come out there. We're gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Let me real quick on this because I know Stat said we got to get ready to go to break. Look, to me, this is real simple math. Mike, Mase, Stat. Tom Brady, whole career, he made $530 million. The last year, he probably made $75 million with Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
So that's $530 million over 23 years, which comes out to probably about $23 million a year.
Yeah.
So he's making more analyzing than he did actually playing quarterback. That's first and foremost. Secondly, you want to be an owner of the Raiders. So if you're an owner of the Raiders, you're going to get 10% because you have other partners, and they're all included in the 10%. So you're not even getting the full 10%. Is that 10% going to equal out to the 37.5 that you're getting? And that's what it boils down to for me. It's easy math. You're making $37.5 a year. You wasn't making that doing football, and now you have 10% with about 4 other people. How much does that equal out for Tom Brady? Is it going to equal out $375 million? Because that's what he's getting analyzing. So that's what I would look at. And that's up to Tom.
And that answer will be yes. That answer will be yes. If you do now 10% of 5 billion.
But the
You
thing,
see what I mean?
but Mike, it's not just
500 million.
No, what I'm saying is it's not just his 10%.
Right.
He's in it with other people that equal
Other
the
people
10%.
that put their money in.
So he might have 4% of the 10%. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That it's because it's not just Tom's 10%. It's other people in the group that's putting it in that's going to equal the 10%.
But Tom already Tom already got that 37 a year. He signed that deal. So the NFL's coming with these rules after he signed that deal.
Right.
So he can tell Fox, you go battle that out with the NFL. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But write my check. That's all I know. Keep writing my check. And I'm going to take that. He ain't going, you know what I mean? He looking at both of them. And they'll give him both of them. He's been an incredible player and really an incredible ambassador for the game. I love Tom. I love the kind of dude. I love what he did for Antonio Brown, even though Antonio Brown turned around and took a doo-doo on him later. But I like what he did with him and trying to help him.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to break. When we return, we will discuss some players still waiting for a new contract. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I here this woman wanna be free? Hell, I don't wanna see her walk away. I wish somebody told me the rules. Disagreements let her win, and it's cool. Even when I'm right, this ain't about you.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our Underdog fantasy picks of the day and see if we can make those tokens hit. So the season officially kicks off this Thursday. The Chiefs will play the Ravens. Underdog Fantasy has Pat Mahomes at 266.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Come on, you know Pat is higher than that. This title 10 we talking about.
Yeah, season open. I got to go higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Travis Kelce is at 6 receptions. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
I'm going to go higher.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going higher.
Okay. And Lamar Jackson's at 48.5 rushing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher.
I'm going higher as well.
Okay. Remember, Underdog is hooking you up with 3 profit boost tokens for today only. Check out the lobby now and get more money when you win by downloading the Underdog Fantasy app so you can make your picks too. We are joined back with our analyst, Michael Irvin. Okay, so we've discussed it a little bit earlier. We've seen that some players are getting a real nice payday while some are still waiting. One player still waiting is Ja'Marr Chase. Sources are saying his goal is to be the highest paid wide receiver, even if that means surpassing Justin Jefferson's deal by 1 cent. Do you guys think that Ja'Marr Chase should be the highest paid wide receiver?
Hold on real quick, Mike. Yo, what you think about this, Mike? Let me ask you something because we had to go to break. What if Jerry doesn't give Dak the deal and Shador come there? What you think about that? No.
Yeah, I've been
here. What you say?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something now. I'm going to tell you something. If Jerry, that's why, and this thing plays into the season, and Dak and Mike McCarthy's not going well and not doing well. I'm sure Jerry looking at Shador over there, but he understands that's going to be a package deal too. So if one goes, 2 goes, or 1 come, both come. You see what I'm saying? If that goes, then that means Mike McCarthy might be gone, and they're gonna bring in Shador and bring Dion in with him.
Yeah.
I'm all for that if it goes down that way. if
would
it goes down that way,
crazy.
I'm all for that. I just don't know if Jerry can handle Dion. But they're so tight. Jerry and Dion, they are so tight. So, that's one of the few guys. Dion understands Jerry. Jerry understands Dion. Both of them understands the media and know how to use the media. So it would be epic to see those two working together. I just don't. That's a long, 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 long odds possible play. I just don't see it happening.
Okay. But let me ask you something. Did you just give us information saying it don't matter where Shador go, that Dion's going with him when he gets to the NFL? Is that what you just said?
There are two things here that we need to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
and people. I talked about with somebody what LeBron James just did. Everybody wants to
Nepotism.
talk about the difference between LeBron, and Michael Jordan. No, I ain't got no problem with it. Now, nepotism, call it what you want.
Right.
They've been doing it forever. So now you got the power. Go ahead and put it back out there. Ain't got no problem with that.
Right.
Ain't got no problem with that. So people got mad. So, man, I can't believe LeBron doing this. Well, stop. Yeah, Jerry, you think Stephen Jones had any qualifications to become the owner after Jerry? No, he doesn't. But that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. So all LeBron did was use his power to help his son. They do it. People do it all the time. So now you see the brother doing it. And Deion Sanders, I got to give him credit. He does the same thing. He's going to do everything he can to be with and help his son. And I know Deion work it hard. So I would love to see that happen. I would love to see it happen if it's going to happen. But I just think it's long odds against it happening.
Mike, you got to stop spinning. I asked you, not just the Dallas Cowboys, wherever Shador goes, is Deion have to go with him?
Yeah.
It don't matter if it could be the Seahawks. It could be whoever. Is that what you're telling us?
But what I'm telling you, there's some people that Deion's good with, and then there's some people that are probably going to say, no, we got to separate this team. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we know the power that comes with it. Imagine Seahawks or anybody. That's your quarterback, and that's your head coach. That's their organization. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you got Shador Sanders and Deion Sanders, head coach and quarterback, that's pretty much their organization. Just sit back and enjoy it and let them do what they do. I do think that's their goal. I don't know if it'll happen exactly like they want it, but that's their goal.
Got you.
Okay, so
What was the question?
Yeah.
I'll just ask him that.
yeah, so back to Jamar Chase.
Go ahead.
He's still waiting on his contract negotiations, and he's saying his goal is to be the highest paid wide receiver, even if that means passing Justin Jefferson's contract by 1 cent. So do you guys think that Jamar Chase should be the highest paid wide receiver? What are we thinking? Mike first.
I think so. I do. And I say it because he started from the jump doing this thing. Right off the top. You guys remember his rookie season, he was missing and dropping all those balls in camp, and then he came into camp and took off. And he already had his team. He put his team in a Super Bowl. They came up a little short, but he's gotten them there. Justin Jefferson hasn't gotten his team there yet. Even with Ceedee started out with Amari Cooper. He didn't have to take over right away. If anybody deserves to surpass Justin Jefferson, it's his old workout mate. That's Jamar Chase, because they're old buddies from a long time ago.
Yeah. Listen, man. He gonna get that bread because you know who can help him get the money? Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
All Joe Burrow gotta do is be like, listen, man, this ain't going right. Tell him the receivers ain't catching it. Tell him it's not working. And Joe Burrow needs to go to management or ownership. And Mike, we don't have the knowledge that you have. We on barbershop street time.
Yeah.
This is what I would say. Hey, yo, my man. Tell them shit ain't working out. They dropping pet. No, we ain't gonna get nowhere without them. Help me. You got yours.
Yeah.
Help me get mine.
Teamwork
Make the dream work, man. Joe Burrow, help your man get that bag, man. But I think he deserves the money. I'm a fan. And like I said, I'm a Bengals fan. Not just because of Joe Burrow, but Ohio, man. I love everything Ohio, man. So I hope this thing works out before the season starts because nobody needs to bring this into the season.
Okay, so there's also 49ers Trent Williams. He's been holding out from practices until he gets a new deal done. And sources say he's committed to his contract holdout, even if it means missing games. What do you guys think should happen?
I don't like this. They going too far now. Killer, imagine you already paid a nigga and he tell you he ain't coming to the studio until we renegotiate. My nigga, you got the money for this album. When we getting this album? You not showing. I don't know how to feel about this.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I'm like, yo,
We
nigga,
paid you.
it's getting crazy. Not only that, they pay Ayuk, right? You ain't paying a nigga who got to watch, who protect the quarterback. I see if Purdy get the ball to Ayuk. See how that's going to work out for you. I think, to me personally,
It's different though now, dog.
It's different. Go ahead.
I think me personally, and Mike, I'll let you go real quick. Me personally, I think they should have paid him before Ayuk. My personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I concur with that conclusion. Even though in broadcasting, the last thing you should do is say you concur with someone right when you start talking. But I agree so much, I broke the rule right there. I broke the rule.
Yeah.
But because Brandon Ayuk is a great player, and I told Brandon Ayuk, I tell everybody, Brandon Ayuk did a smart thing. He acted like he wanted to leave, but you know you really didn't want to go anywhere. You do not want to leave. You with a fourth option, and you're getting paid $30 million a year. That's a great option. That boy Trent Williams, that's a different beast. That's a different beast right there, boy. I don't think I've ever seen anybody make Myles Garrett look kind of. But Trent, hey boy, that's a different beast. You got to put him on the football field. I guarantee you, that's a different football team without Trent Williams. That's why they walk out with that boombox. Them and Debo. If Debo and Trent ain't playing, I'll get confidence. I'll get confidence that we can beat the San Francisco 49ers. But with Trent and Debo, I get a little worried. I get a little scared. Yeah, a little scared.
Yeah,
'Cause them dudes just set the
listen.
tone.
Y'all should be more than worried about just the 49ers, man. It's going to be a long season. Mike, we appreciate you on the first day. It's been beautiful. Thank you. We looking forward to have you on the show. Still a little delusional with the Cowboys. the saga continues. Michael Irvin in September versus Michael Irvin in the end of January and February. Two different people. We have a lot of weeks to see the progress happen, man. But thanks, Mike. We appreciate you on the first day, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all my brothers, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, dog.
Salute, baby.
All right. Okay. So before we end the show, we just got a couple more topics to discuss. So Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, was caught sniffing a white substance in some photos that went viral earlier in the month next to his new girlfriend. Of course, a lot of memes were thrown around, but what was you guys' initial reaction to seeing those pictures?
We gotta wait for Mike to get off talking about that cocaine.
Can't bring that and want to trigger him.
Yeah, we ain't want nobody get triggered. Good time, Stat.
Good time. That was quick on your feet, Stat.
Listen, man. We gotta stop with this shit. It's murder crazy. Is that holding and listen, man, I dig it. Your kids are famous because your dad or mom or whoever is famous. But did he ask for this? Did little Mike ask for
You
this?
gonna blame it on Air Jordan?
I'm not really gonna blame it on him, but he like, yo, let me tell you something. God bless the day. God bless the day, my mother, right? So Murder know this too. I'm not talking about my situation, but I'm just saying growing up in Harlem, once the money start, the threats come. You can be cool with everybody in Harlem, but once the money start coming in, all type of threats. You've been cool with Harlem your whole life. You get money, threats, fights, shootouts, all type of shit. So niggas was threatening to kidnap my mom. And I was like, yo, Mom, you gotta go to Jersey, man. So she's like, I'm not going to Jersey. Mom, she's like, Kim, you're the rapper. I'm not gonna be a prisoner of your fame. I'm not going to motherfucking place. I'm like, you don't get it. But that's the point.
Yeah.
Sometimes family members are in danger or because of what you do. And this isn't a dangerous situation with Michael Jordan, but I'm just saying how it trickled down. Your success trickles down on other people's and your family of loved ones or friends, whoever, lives to where they like, I didn't even ask for this shit.
So the money was his enemy.
Who?
You saying he made so much money it hurt him?
Who? Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it hurt him. I'm just saying Michael, what's his son name?
Marcus.
I'm saying Marcus is like, I don't care if you catch me sniffing coke. That's on y'all. Y'all didn't ask y'all to follow. I didn't play basketball in the NBA. If you want to follow me around everywhere I go and put up the cocaine fire, I am not Michael Jordan. I'm Marcus Jordan. So whatever. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing about Mike.
He didn't look like he was surprised. Like, y'all caught me. Y'all ain't catch me.
Yeah. I think if he like, so what, you caught me. I'm not my dad.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't talking about Mike. No money. Mike don't give a fuck about the money. I'm talking about Marcus. My point of view is like,
yeah,
I'm not going to be held if I want to take a bump or two on a boat. I'm going to. All right? I'm not going to be held responsible because I'm Michael Jordan's son. I'm damn near 40 years old. If I want to fuck Scotty's baby mother and sniff cocaine, I didn't promote it. Y'all calling me for these interviews. Let me live my life. I'm not my dad. That's how I feel about it.
Okay. Wait, and then the last topic before we close. So on her podcast, Savannah James was discussing the term wifey, and she said she hates it. She said she shared a story where LeBron used to introduce her back in the day and says, "This is my wife." She said she had to pull him to the side and say, "Excuse me, sir, don't introduce me as that, please. I am not your wife, and I deserve that title when the time is right." So her co-host said, "I'm very intrigued by knowing what are the titles people go by and what feels premium, because I want the premium title." So what do you guys feel like is the premium title for a woman? And then how do you guys feel about Savannah James' comments?
What's the premium title? This is going to go left. What is he supposed to call her? S baby? What?
Yo, Stat, if you had a boyfriend in the NFL and y'all came through together, he's just your boyfriend, and he'd be like, "Hey, this is my friend." How would you feel? Like,
friend is crazy. Friend is insane.
Yeah, like,
wifey's cute, but I understand her point of view because I think a lot of times now people are so comfortable like giving women titles and then they never have anything to follow through for it. So it's like, if your intention is to marry me, cool. But a lot of guys get real comfortable and years go by and no motion's happening.
So what should he call her?
I mean,
hold on, Murder. She's spinning now. What would you like to be called?
Yeah.
I mean, I like wifey if I know that's gonna be my man for real. But like sometimes people don't know, so I get it.
My bad, Mars.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Y'all don't get it?
I'm totally lost. Like, what would you call her? I thought that was an upgrade to call her wifey.
Let me tell you something though. This is real talk. Real talk. I was at Rich Paul's birthday party. And they're married.
Yeah.
This was last December, whatever. Almost a year. It wasn't a full year ago. Maybe about 8-9 months ago, whatever it was. So maybe 10 months now, I think about it. Whatever it was, I'm at Rich Paul's birthday party. And Braun and everybody is there. So when they was walking out, he's with Savannah. And he was like, "Cam, let me introduce you to my queen, Savannah." And I was like, "Hey, pleasure to meet you, queen." This, that, and the third. And they walked out. Because when I heard this, I said, he definitely didn't use the word wife. And he said it like, "My queen, nigga."
Yeah.
Like that's what he said. That was his exact words to me. And I said, "It's a pleasure to meet you, queen." And that was the word he used.
Yeah. I think queen or wifey was good. I mean, he could have had a hole in the pinky while he was walking with her. If he had it like that, you know?
I think Savannah might run the show. She look gangster. Look like she don't play no games. I think it might be her world over there, man.
Yeah, Savannah, don't judge me. We just having fun. We just making jokes. But for real, you ever had a chick hold a pinky while you walk?
I had a chain of pinkies. I had 2 girls holding my pinkies, and they was holding other girls' pinkies. It was a row of pinkies. It's about 17 pinkies.
Wifey is an upgrade.
Yeah, listen, man. Hey, yo, don't give me the I don't dig it face. I dig it.
I just want to know you the same killer, you know?
No, listen, man. Listen, we seen what happened before the show, what we had going on around here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Stat, you ever hold a guy pinky?
No.
He wasn't ready to give you the whole hand yet. That's what it means for those out there.
You gotta hold the whole hand.
He's
That's
not ready to
crazy.
hold the whole hand. He wants to see how you do it.
Even if I like you like that, I'm not really the whole hand type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, you know, glad we brought this up. I'm not really that whole hand nigga, like, maybe like twice a year. And now I don't like you or love you or whatever part of, whatever our relationship is at the time, like, yo, get off me. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I need my little ditty bop, like, give me your hand. I feel forced. You know what I hate? Yeah. You know what I hate?
You told her you feel forced?
Son, I just snatched my hand away. I'm giving you an example too. We got footage. I mean, Larry got footage, man, from years ago. This is like 6 years ago out here. Girl just kept holding my hand, and I'm like, yo, stop. We in the public. Like, you ain't like that. Stop. Touch.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Listen, I don't like it. Now, I could get romantic, but I'm not an all 24-hour romantic nigga. Like, you get romance from me like 6 times a year. And I'm not talking about we not fucking, we not laying up cuddling. I'm talking about public romance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we could be sitting in the bed laid up or whatever, and I'm a cuddler if I like you. You get the right cuddle. I'm a spoon. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spooner if it's the right spoon. But all that in the public, you know.
Wait.
In the public.
Right spoon. Where's the right spoon?
Because it's a wrong spoon. Sometimes it depends on, it got to be the right height, the right angle, you know. I like spooning if it's right, and if it's wrong, I'll turn my back. Now we back to back like Run DMC, pause. I'm not gonna get this right spoon with you if it's not comfortable. I'm just not gonna do it. The moral of the story is, I'm not a whole hand type guy all the time, but you'll get that once in a while. But that don't mean I don't like you.
Yeah.
I still can like you. Get an arm around, you know what I'm saying? One of these. Yo, come here, man. Come here, shorty. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're not romantic then. 6 times a year?
That's why the pinky is necessary. It's a step towards holding hands.
Well, the whole thing about it is, too, let me tell you something, another thing, Stack. Previous girlfriend of mine, right? And I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say who, man. When I'm mad at somebody, a female, I ignore them. I don't speak to them. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not.
You a ghoster?
Yeah, I ghost. Because you know why?
Yes.
Because females are violent these days sometimes. I got a few other protections. We talked about it before. If I got to do it. But the whole thing about it is, it's to the point, I'm not saying I want to do it, but we can't do it.
Yeah.
Get mushed in your face, spit on you. You can't even get one of these. So I'll just leave. I don't want to be involved in anything domestic violence or whatever. I'll leave. Female told me, Cam, don't ever disappear on me for 2 weeks like that. Just beat my ass and get it over with. I said, no, I'm not. I'm just telling you. So I said, that's toxic. And I stopped speaking to her because some girls would rather just ignore hers. Niggas pause. I'm talking about, that's how a lot of people be talking about me in the public. Old friends and shit, because I just ignore them. And not just talking about female, I'm talking about artists, whatever. And everything ain't Dipset. So don't take it into a Dipset thing.
Yeah.
You ignore niggas? PT get all the calls. What's up with Flea? You spoke to Flea? Yeah, I spoke to him. He ain't picking up for me. Oh, well, what you want PT to tell you? Oh, well, ignore hers. My romance is different. And some people, and some girls, and listen, some girls don't like all that nice shit. You know how many girls crap off when they nigga talk about nigga just too nice. You like a suck-ass nigga all day, kissing your feet and all that dumbass shit. Gotta get you one. There's a lot of them niggas out there.
Go ahead and get you one.
Yeah, there's a lot of lollipops out there. Go ahead, my nigga. Go get you one, my nigga. Or you like a thorough nigga who gonna get that money. Like, calm the fuck down. Call my phone. You all right, man? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You see me out here getting this money, man? You're right, Daddy. I wasn't thinking about it like that. You're right. You wasn't thinking about it like that. Now, turn around. That's what they want, man. Sometimes, man. It be like that. I'm out, man, because it's gonna go on too long, man.
It's always a great day to watch. It is what it is. That is all the time that we have for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.